again, I'll fill you in a little bit. Access Tucson, I received this notice, I don't know, a week ago, something like that. It was on the on the 12th of January 2010, and Access Tucson all of a sudden finds out that basically they're going to be cut off of funds, and no new programming or cablecast calendars will be accepted after Saturday, February 6th, 7 p.m., except for live programs that night. So let me explain this. Now, I went down there the other day, and my last report, I said that basically that the city just pays for their rent and their electric down at Access Tucson. No, okay, I had it wrong, okay? And I'm still no expert on this by any means, but let me explain something to you. The guys down at Access Tucson explained this to me. And by the way, they couldn't do an interview. I attempted very hard to get an interview, probably because they'll, who knows, but you know, I'd imagine they'll probably get fired if they speak out about it. So, because, you know, the city is still in control here, okay, let's face it, period. Alright, so, what they tell me is that, here's the problem. Right now, the problem isn't just Cox Cable, or isn't, it's the city budget gets cut. But I'll tell you what the problem is with this is because this, Access Tucson, does not need, they don't need the City of Tucson to operate. What they need is they charge $1.50 something or $1.30 something out of every subscriber to Cox Cable's bill. It is listed separately on the bill. I'll tell you what it says on the bill. They told me that it is listed as Public Education and Government. Public Education and Government. Folks, this is your last form of free speech. It is no wonder why that they're attacking them. Okay? No wonder at all. Because they want them to go away. They're the last form of free speech. And I'll tell you something. Here's the way the scam really is right now. And this is the way it went down. The money is collected by Cox Cable or from Cox Cable. Okay? They're not the ones arguing this. They paid the money that was agreed on. Matter of fact, you know, Access Tucson just got done spending about the last 2 years making a whole new agreement. It was supposed to be for 10 years, then they said it was going to be 5, it ended up being like 5 years. And they just got done signing this, but all of a sudden there's a new problem. But there wouldn't be a problem, I'll tell you what, there wouldn't be a problem if the money that's taken out of Cox Cable's bill would actually go back in to public television, to public education. Because what's happening is, a few years back, Napolitano was our wonderful leader here, and she decided that, ooh, we'll work this out to where Access Tucson's money, the money that comes in, we're talking about a lot of money. If there's 300 subscribers, you know, that's well over, you know, think about it, folks, that's over $300,000 a month, okay? So what they're doing is they decided they're going to work it to where this money just pours into the city's money. Are you hearing me? They took this money for Access Tucson, comes out of cable bills from people paying for cable. They're paying the right to public educate the people. Okay, they're paying for that right. And the City of Tucson decided to take that money and just dump it into their main fund. Woo! And then we'll dish out a little bit of it. And they did before. They dished out a little bit of it, nowhere near. So they had basically had their hands way deep in the till. Okay? They were not only dipping into the Tucson Access Tucson money, but they were giving half of it to Channel 12, the government channel, whatever the heck they do, and they were giving half to Access Tucson. Now, Access Tucson has to hire all these people and do all these jobs, and they're doing all kinds of things, educating people, running classes, how to, they're renting out cameras, they're letting people, the actual public media happen. And Channel 12, on the other half, which, by the way, it wasn't split quite down the middle. They gave them more than they gave to Access Tucson, and their only job was to do whatever the heck Channel 12 does. So these guys are getting paid, you know, top dollar, I mean, over $80,000, I'm sure, at least salaries, okay? I've heard that from inside information, and they say they're getting paid top dollar. There's not that many people there. They don't have a very big job, so they can do whatever they want. Now all these cuts happened a little while back, and there's all this money. Oh my gosh, they're going to cut the money. What they really would love to do is just cut Access Tucson out, but they're not going to be able to get away with that, okay? Because we're going to fight hard, and the people of Tucson are going to stand up and they're going to speak out. But I'll tell you what's happening here is we need to change it back. Long time ago, that money actually went to Access Tucson and to Channel 12, whatever, and Channel 12 can splurge and waste all the money they want, and Access 12 has to scrim and save and little bit here and perform all these services and put on all these channels out of the little bit they hand them left over, little crumb, here, have a little crumb, and they're not happy with that now. They're not happy with that. Well, you know what? We need to change it back. We need to change it back to where this money goes to Access Tucson. Goes to Access Tucson and to public education. We'll give Channel 12 a little bit, but I think we need to do have some people in there doing some monitoring of the funds. And there should be like a scale, you know, nobody's getting paid out of either one a certain amount of either one, Access Tucson or them. They shouldn't get paid more than, you know, drop it off, $35,000, top pay, you know. Maybe a little higher for one position each or something like that. We should have equals going on here. Okay? Sure, go ahead and bring Channel 12 over here, but let's do it out of the one building. The problem is Channel 12 was spending a ton of money on rent every month, and Access Tucson's building is paid for. So obviously we need to get rid of wherever the heck Channel 12 is pouring money into. So yeah, we'll be nice enough to let Channel 12 come in. We'll give them a small area, a proportionate area as to the kind of programming they do. Give them the back corner. We'll take all the rest, okay? And let's start sending the money back to that building, to those people, and watch what happens then. It won't ever be threatened by the City of Tucson not having, quote, enough money because they're going to dump it God knows where on God knows what, some new cameras. You know, you tell me, what are they going to dump it on, okay? It won't matter. What we're going to do is take it out of the hands of the city, put it back in, give that money directly to public education of television, not garbage that we see out there that's pretending to be mainstream media. Chris Haskell, Real News Tucson. That's the story about Access Tucson closing down, and they're trying to get us, but we're not going to let them. We need you to speak up. Where's the film people? We need all you independent film people. We need you now. We need you to speak up. We need everyone, even if you didn't want to put your message on Access Tucson yet. What about the day you do, the day you want to speak out about some kind of anything, doesn't matter what, the day you want to speak out about something that bothers you, you're not going to have that right anymore, because guess what? The city's coming in, New World Order's coming in, and they're taking over. They're going to make sure that Access Tucson is out of business. We got about 2 people that own all the media you get here in Tucson, unless you're talking about the internet. And I'm going to keep it up. Real News Tucson's going to keep busting rear. We would like to get your opinions. I would like to get your stories. Tell me some stories that you've got, things that you've called the news about and they don't do a story on. You want to do those stories? Call me at Real News Tucson, Chris Haskell. We will do the story.